In this video, I'm going to show you how to select features on the map. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up OCMap. And I'll zoom in a little bit just so we can actually see some features. Okay, let's say you wanted to see some tax lot information. The easiest thing to do this would be to put your cursor on the tax lot you want, right click, and then say what's here. And you'll see it opened up a results panel on the left hand side. And this is where the results get displayed. Now you'll see on the bottom left here you have map layers, which was the default, but now you also have results. So this panel can show different kinds of information, and you can flip between them on the bottom there. Anyway, what this did was it brought up the tax lot information for that feature. And if I click on the top line there, it will show me what it looks like on Google Street View. You can then open it up in Street View or Bing Maps. If you go along the tabs here, you can view all the attributes of the feature, and then what the situs addresses are for that tax lot, and what the owner and resident mailing labels would look like. You can zoom to the feature, pan to the feature, create a report on the feature. That's all done through there. That's actually the same as clicking on this point identify, and this is just put on this initial toolbar for convenience. If you flip over to the Find Features, you will see there's actually different ways of identifying. You can do the point identify. If you do the freehand, it will basically take whatever line you draw and find all the tax lots under that line. Now, one thing I find a little confusing is it doesn't automatically highlight them on the map. You have to hover over them on the left-hand panel. That's something I'm hoping they're going to improve on the next version. This software is actually pretty young. They only started developing it about a year and a half ago. And they've done a great job putting all the functions in that they have, but there's still a few gaps here and there. So I'm hoping that over the next few weeks, there will be an enhancement where you can automatically highlight things on the map rather than having to hover over each one. Anyway, you can also do a polygon identify or rectangle identify. And again, in every case, it will just show you the results on the left-hand side. There's a View History tab here, and you can actually go back through time and view different results that you've gathered. So that can be kind of handy as well. And then over here, there's this Buffered Identify, and this is kind of a cool little tool. Let's say you wanted to see everything that was within 200 feet of that line that I just drew here. You could put in a buffer distance of 200 feet. I'm going to preview it. And I'm going to say OK. And everything within that 200-foot buffer now got selected. And you can also set it up so it will actually add it to the markup graphics layer. So you will see it on the map like that. Okay, so those are the out-of-the-box tools for being able to identify features. You can also do a global search, and this is using the on the banner here, this text box. And this one, be prepared for some pretty big results returned. It will search you all the data layers. So if I'm going to type Warner Milne in here. It's going through every layer and finding every feature that has Warner Milne in it. And you'll see here it found 191 features. There are 3 streets. There are all these tax lots, and then there are some as-builts. There are a whole bunch of addresses. lots of information can be returned here. Now this, I don't use it that often, but it can be useful if you're trying to find an owner name or something. This is a good place to do it. Okay, I'm gonna go to another area here just to clear off the screen. And I want to show you real quick some of the custom tools we've done to help you find features. And the great thing with this software is we can actually program in a lot of functions and tools ourselves. So I've come up with 4 of them so far, and these are kind of wizard tools that will walk you through how to find an address. So if I click on an address here, you'll see here in the left-hand panel it has put in, it's asking for some details. And I can either type in an address to find it, or an intersection, or I could type in bits of the address. And so let's say I know I'm at Warner Milne Road and Molalla. And I'm going to spell it wrong even. Spell Molalla wrong. And then I say next, and it will take me right there. So it's able to, it's able to find street names even if you don't spell them right. You could also just type in a street name like, well actually I'll do 320 Warner Milne. And I'm going to make the address points layer visible, and this, if it finds an actual address point, is going to select that address point and zoom to it. So it found an address point here at 320 Warner Milne, and I can click on it and it will zoom to there and it will show what's at that point. So that's an address search. There's also a tax lot search. So if you click on this house icon up here, it will let you pick either a reference map and also a lot number within that reference map, or you could just do every tax lot within that reference map. I'll do that. And this is going to return a whole series of tax lots in that area. Okay, so there they are there. There was 21 of them. You could also type in the full tax lot number if you wanted, including wildcards. You could type in the owner last name, so let's say Smith. And it's going out and looking for all, there's 97 tax lots that are owned by a Smith. I'm going to turn off my address points here. And then you can also search based on, let's say, a subdivision. So if you wanted to see all the tax lots within Bailey Estates, it will find those for you. Okay, so that's tax lot searching. I'll just go through the other 2 real quick. Subdivisions are what you would expect. You can find a subdivision either by the name, by the as-built number, by the year recorded, by the plan number, by the county plat number. Or you could type in the name. This last icon is Find As-Builts, and this is a way of finding the as-built by number, by name, or you can type it in and use wildcards. Wildcards can be handy if you're not quite sure how something is spelled. The other thing you can do is graphically select the as-built on the map. So I'm going to click on this here, and I'll say next. And I told it to turn on my as-builts, and what I can do is then drag a little rectangle and say next, and it is selecting all the as-builts that happen to be under that area I drew. And we have all our as-builts online now, so then I can click on this View As-Built, and it will go out and load the as-built for, in this case, Bailey Estates. So anyway, we are going to expand this over time. So if you guys have any suggestions about kinds of features that you're wanting to find, that would be useful because we can add them. And that's it for this video. The next video is going to talk about how to do reports and make maps. It's all very well to see the data here, but you might want to report on it. So that will be in the next video.